And that special guest goes by the name of Leroy Gypsy. Hello, sir.
Wagwan, what's happening?
How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, bro. How are you, man?
I'm very, very good. I just want to say, start with, thank you for coming on.
No worries.
If you were listening last week, I plugged Liam's launch party on the same night, and we immediately went from there. A couple of you were like, "Why were you swigging wine in the middle of your show?" I was like, "Yeah, because I was going there after," but it was good. We actually had a little chat there, and then I ended up losing that.
Thank God.
Thank God, probably for the best. Yeah, because I smashed my phone. So he's here tonight. We're just going to basically talk about the same stuff, talk about his music, where it all started for him, and his EP, which is out now. So let's start, let's take it back and talk about the beginnings and where music started for you.
All right. Music started for me when I was in secondary school, just like a little hobby, because everyone's making tracks back in the day. Everyone's doing them dissings and all them kind of grime tunes, and so that's what I done. I basically just bought a mic for my house, and then got the program to record, etc., etc. So I was just doing it by myself.
Okay.
Nothing too big.
Uh-huh.
And then from there, I kind of worked with a guy called Mikel, which is Matthew Littles, which runs Crumble Records.
Mm-hmm.
He gave me a song, and then we kind of worked from there, which is Current Account, which is my first single that came out about a few years ago.
Yeah.
And then from there is kind of where I was like, okay, let's kind of take this more seriously now.
Yeah.
Do the whole bedroom stuff, just to kind of work out my voice.
Yeah.
But then from there, I met this guy called Alex Zen, which is my right-hand man on the Fixed Up EP. He's my producer.
Uh-huh.
So I met him through Matthew Little. And from there, we made this one tune. It kind of banged. And then from there, I was like, cool, I want to do this, I want to do this, I want to do this. I want to explore different sounds and different cultures of the UK.
Amazing.
That's every song in my EP is different.
And you can tell that, I think, because I've spent a little bit of time sort of listening to it properly, because you can just sort of have it and shuffle it, but when you listen to it properly, you can definitely tell each song's got its own vibe and its own style, and we really, really respect that. So it all started just from your bedroom.
Yeah. As kind of every kind of rapper,
everyone's like, I want to be a rapper.
In the mirror, checking yourself out, all of that. But, I didn't really do that, but still. So it kind of all started from there, and this Fixed Up EP has been like a project of mine that I've been doing over the years while working and doing other bits and bobs in it to kind of feed me and help my way.
Next, I want to talk to you about your name. So your artist name is Leroy Gypsy, and I just asked you about this off air. You were like, there's actually a story to that.
Yeah.
I wanted to know what is this all about?
So kind of back in the day when I was in a dance company called Slum Civilians, because I'm a dancer as well. Not so much now, but I used to do it and stuff. So used to be in a company, and the choreographer basically used to call me Leroy because apparently it was my black name.
I can see that.
It's not because I'm trying to be anything. It's just like my way in it, my own style. That's
sure.
That's my kind of alter ego in a way. It's not about color and stuff like that. But he was like, if you're black, then Leroy would have been your name, innit? I was like, okay, cool, sweet. So that kind of stuck into my head, and everyone kept on calling me Leroy. And then one time again, going into rehearsals, basically walked in with 3 suitcases and shirts wrapped around me and all that. And people would just call me a gypsy and Gyppo, whatnot. So a lot of people was calling me that as well, Gyppo, gypsy.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, cool, sweet. Just merge the two together.
Merge the two together. You got an MC name.
Gypsy. Yeah. So that's how my name came about. Really, it wasn't a thing of me being I like the name. I do like the name, but I wasn't you know what.
You weren't just sat in your room writing down cool names.
Leroy Gypsy, Leroy, I don't know what I'm gonna. Yeah, but it just fell into place for me,
Yeah. That's nice. It's nice it adds a proper story, because a lot of people just sit and fucking make a list in their room.
Yeah.
And then what sounds good there? But yeah, that's a really nice story. what was the last like album you downloaded, or someone you're watching at the moment, or the last song you listened to, for example, on Spotify? You could look right now if you want.
Yeah. So I'm a very big Spotify hoe. Like every day I'm on Spotify, you know. Like I don't download any. Like I don't download songs anymore to put on my phone, you know. I'm just on Spotify 24/7, you know. Even when I'm asleep, you know, you just gotta have that running. You know? So the last album that I downloaded that I've enjoyed so much is Nath Small's Movie Music.
Yes.
Which is I've been banging that out over and over again because of, if you listen to it very carefully, there's a lot of things like like ad libs that he says, or like something that's just like, oh my god, like this guy's lit.
Yeah.
You know, and I probably compare him to the like Travis Scott, you know. He's got, like, Travis Scott, like, nice feel to it.
Yeah.
And every time I'm just like zoning out, like his music in my ears, I'm just like, like this is like in my zone, you know. My last tune I'll probably play is probably Rap Caviar, the new Drake one.
Yeah.
That bangs. So on the way here, still I was grooving to that, you know.
That's nice. But first of all, I came to your event last week and it was pretty lit. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
It's always lit. You said it's what's it called again? Dunderground.
Yeah.
And did you name it? How much like creative control do you have over like putting on your events and stuff?
So this event that I started with one of my bartender friends that we used to work in, Dandelion Bar. If you don't know about the bar, get down to that bar. Trust me.
What's it called?
Dandelion.
Yeah,
So I met this guy, Mikey Bull. I call him Mikey Tougher. One time. So he really enjoys reggae music and stuff like that, and he kind of got me into the whole reggae, like the reggae scene and stuff, and like the whole vinyls and etc. So we started off a thing called Trailer Yard in West London, in Trailer Happiness, and it was basically reggae music, Kenya Bravo rum, and just like coming in, just having a good time, you know. There's no rules, you know, just come in, have a drink, have fun, that's it, you know. So from there we went on to Burlock, which is in Bond Street, and we my friend named it Dunderground because Dunder is like it's fermented cocoa.
Is it? I didn't know that. I did not know that. Fermented something.
Yeah, fermented something. Sorry, my mind's blank.
Some ingredient.
Yeah. So that's like a Caribbean thing.
But it sounds bad as well. Like,
so, you can get like a Dunder rum. Which
okay.
Is, like, fermented rum.
Yeah. Cool.
So Dunderground, underground, London. You know, that's like, so it's like everything put in one.
Nice. So speaking of that, maybe a bit more on my vibe. Did anything, or has anything ever like gone crazy wrong, or like you've, like we just had a little thing like the cable came out, or like you've spilt a beer on your decks or something, anything like that? It's just, you know.
So there's been times where, you know, you get a bit too merry and you just forget the whole lyrics and all that, and you're just like, oh my god, yeah. So there's been them times where my mind's just gone blank because I've had a few too many, but that's the whole point of the night.
Yeah, for sure.
The other thing was, what I remember was, there was an empty beer on the side of the table, which is like next to the decks, next to all of the wires. Health and safety. Let's evaluate that. Yeah. Let's, and I think I was going over to reach for something, and the bottle, like the empty bottle, dropped on these wires, and the whole sound system just literally just cut off. And I was like,
mid, like,
trust me. And then my guy, Mikey Tougher, Michael Bull. He looked at me with his big ass ginger beard, and he was just like, "Oh, bro, what are you doing, bro? You just knocked out the sound system, eh?"
Night sessions with Ollie Wells.